have been coming to my DM to ask me questions about how to prepare for Jamb. They are confused about what to do. They don't know whether to read the textbooks, whether to solve questions, whether to read in the day or at night. They are very confused. So I decided to make this video where I'll be talking about how I transitioned from having to before my first Jamb to having 320 my second Jamb using a particular strategy. And that strategy is going to be very helpful, and if you use the strategy, you are going to have it very easy to understand the topics you are going to be reading instead of reading it 3 or 4 times before understanding. And that has been helpful to me since I started using the method. But before we go straight into the video, if you're a Jambite that wants to write Jamb in 2023 and you are willing to score more than 300 plus in Jamb, I have created a WhatsApp group community for Jambite, and in this group we are going to be inviting top scorers from various Jamb VS to come and talk to you about what they did and now you can also ace your Jamb to score more than 300 plus in Jamb. And also you get to ask them questions about how they did it, what they did, they did. Any question you have for them, you can ask them. They're also going to be organizing free brainstorming sections and also tutorials, especially for science students, and it is absolutely free. So if you want to join the group, you can click on the link in the description box, or you can message me privately on the number showing on your screen. And also we also get to release free past questions, textbooks in PDF forms, and also mentorship. Everything is absolutely free. So if you want to join this group, you can click on the link in the description box or message me on the number that is going to be showing on your screen. Welcome to this channel. My name is Vincent. I'm a first year pharmacy student living in Nigeria and studying at the University of Ibadan. I make videos about education, lifestyle and finance. So if you know you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Please subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on the notification button so that when I release new videos you will get notified. So let's get straight into this video. So in this video I'm going to be dividing it into 2 parts, and don't forget the video is about the study part and the strategy I use that helped me to score 320 in my first Jamb despite previously scoring 254. So I'm going to divide this video into 2 parts. The first part is going to be called active recall, and the second part is self-testing. Now what do I mean by active recall? There are 4 methods of reading, and they are rereading, jotting, highlighting and active recall. I'm going to be explaining these 4 types of reading one by one, and I'm going to tell you why active recall is the best form of reading. Jotting down, that's when you are reading and you are trying to jot the important points in your notes or any other place, or maybe your notepad on your phone. That's jotting, when you are trying to jot down the important points as you are reading. This is also a very good pattern of reading. Then also we have rereading. That's when you are just reading your textbook like a novel without jotting down, without writing down, but you are just reading and reading and reading and reading. That's rereading. Then the third one, highlighting. That's when you are tracing out important points on your textbook. Let's say you are reading a particular topic, you are tracing the particular points, the important points on that textbook, you are tracing it out with your pencil or your biro. That's highlighting. But the best form of reading which I have discovered, and since I have discovered this form of reading, it has been very helpful to me, and that is active recall. Active recall, from the name, it means recalling what you have read before. That means after reading, you close your book, then you try to remember as much as possible of what you have read before. Let's say you read what is a noun. A noun is the name of any person, animal, place or thing. Then after that you close your book, then you try to repeat that thing, this time without looking at your book. That is active recall. There are a lot of ways to practice active recall. You can try to read your book first, then after that try to recall things you have read. It helps you to invigorate your brain. It helps you to fasten your brain. It helps your brain to remember things that you have read easily, so that when you are in the exam hall you remember these things more better than you just reading and writing notes, or you just reading and highlighting. So anytime you are reading, make sure you close your book after you have read a particular, maybe 1 page or 2 pages. Close your book, try to remember things you have read, try to recite them. Personally for me, once you're able to know 90% of what you have read often and you can recite it, then you are good to go. So make sure you start practicing things you have read, even though sometimes you can just think, what did I read last week? Let me try to remember what I've read last week. Let me try to see how much I can remember. Let me just try to practice as if I'm going to teach another person that thing. So that is active recall. Then another way to practice active recall is by jotting down what you have read. This time I'm not talking about jotting down from the textbook. You know, the first form of jotting I said was that as you are reading you are jotting down, but this time around, after you have read, you are not trying to make notes by yourself, but this time without looking at the book. This one also helps a lot. That's when you are trying to make notes by yourself, but this time you are not looking at your textbook or your notebook. But jotting, you are trying to make notes and you are looking at your textbook. So active recall, it helps you a lot. So anytime you are trying to read, make sure you close your book. Then after that, try to remember as many things as much as possible. Then the second part, this is what I refer to as self-testing. I'm not sure if there's another name for this, but personally I like calling it self-testing. And that's when you are trying to test yourself, like in form of test. According to an experiment that was conducted by a particular research scientist, a group of people, two groups of people, they were given a particular material to read. Then after reading, one group of people were given test questions to solve on what they have read, while the other group of people, they were not given anything to solve. They only read and went straight for the examination. So after 2 weeks of writing the examination, it was discovered that people that wrote a test after reading, they scored higher than people that did not write a test after reading. So what do I mean by this? I mean that after reading a particular topic, after that, go back to your Jamb practice past questions to go and solve questions. This was a mistake I made in my first Jamb. After reading, I don't test myself. I don't solve questions on Jamb past question. I only wait until I've completed the whole syllabus before I started solving Jamb past question. Don't do like that. Once you have completed a particular topic, you can go to your Jamb practice past question and solve questions on that topic. And that is why it's even better to have a remix past question. If you don't know what a remix Jamb past question is, the remix Jamb past question, it is a Jamb past question that has been organized topic by topic. So you have Jamb past questions for each topic. You can get it if you don't have, or you can also get the PDF. It's very good. So after doing a particular topic, let's say you read motion in physics, then you go to the remix Jamb past question to go and test yourself and see how far and how much you can score in the Jamb past question. Then after that, you go back to the test to correct your mistake. So in this case, what I mean is, after you have read, you try to practice active recall to remember things you have read. So once you have done that, you go back to the practice Jamb past question and try to solve as many questions as much as possible. This is a method I've been using even for my Jamb post-system, and now in the university I'm still using the method, and it's very helpful. So anytime I read a topic, I go to the past questions to solve questions on that topic. I don't wait until I have completed all my syllabus or I have read everything before I start solving question. I read the topic, I go back to test myself, because it has been scientifically proven that testing yourself or writing a test or solving questions after reading is a better way to assimilate than just reading and keeping your book. Before, I just read and after that I go to another topic, and after that I go to another topic, or I just go to do other things. I don't practice questions. But this time around, for my second Jamb, after reading a particular topic, I always go back to practice questions on it. And that's why I said you can use your Jamb remix past questions. And also there are some CPT apps that are also helpful. I'm not sure about that, but I know that Jamb remix past question is very okay. So anytime you have a topic you have read, go back to your Jamb remix past question to solve questions. Then another way is that you can solve past questions and go back to your textbook. This is also another very helpful way. What do I mean by this? After you have solved questions in your Jamb past questions, then after you now go back to your textbook to go and cross check this you have solved, because the answers at the back of the Jamb past questions are not always correct. I can show you my Jamb past questions if I still have them. In my Jamb past questions for my physics, chemistry, biology and English, I wrote the answer in front of each of them. I was able to solve all my Jamb past questions from the beginning to the end, and I wrote the answer. I cross-checked each of those answers from my textbook. So after solving your Jamb past question, you don't just rely on the answers at the back of the textbook. You go back to the textbook also from the topic you have read and try to confirm your answers and read more about any of those questions you don't understand. So the two most important things you need to do, they are: number one, active recall, and that is when you are trying to remember things you have read. So after reading, trying to memorize, trying to recollect things you have read, that's active recall. And the second thing is trying to solve Jamb past questions after you have read. And I advise you to get your remix Jamb past question. It's going to be very helpful. Get your Jamb remix past question after reading a particular topic in Jamb. Go back to your remix Jamb past question and solve. Once you're able to do this, you should have a very great score in Jamb, even more than 300 plus, up to 340. You can do these things. Read your textbook, practice active recall, go to your Jamb past questions and go back to your textbook. There are 4 steps. Let me reiterate. First step, read your textbook. Second step, practice active recall. Third step, go back to your Jamb past question to solve questions on that topic. And the fourth step, go back to your textbook to check out those questions you saw in Jamb past question. And these are the things I did that helped me to score 320 in Jamb. And also try to know what works best for you. Try to discover the reading pattern that works best for you. If you have any video suggestion, you can post it down in the comment section, or if you have any question, put it down in the comment section. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you next time.